Hi, I'm Amari Beach.
I'm Aliyah Muhammad.
And I'm Zoe Jackson.
And we're studying the effectiveness of kinesiology tape on swelling, pain, and support.
So why kinesiology tape, you may ask? It is a new phenomena that is being used among a large scale of people, but not many know much about it. There is not a lot of scientific-based information about the product yet, and being users of kinesiology tape, this made us curious about how it works. The tape is commonly used among athletes, but no one knows what region of the body the function truly flourishes.
Our problem statement is, athletes along with people who exercise need a better way to determine whether kinesiology tape truly works or if it induces a psychosomatic effect because of the many opposing reviews and the lack of information that is out regarding the product itself.
Here's some background about kinesiology tape. The lymph system is used to keep the body's fluids in balance and evacuate toxins, proteins, and excess fluids from the extracellular spaces. When the body sustains a traumatic injury, cells in the area burst and spill their contents into the extracellular space surrounding the injured tissue.
The tape works by lifting the skin, then creating convolutions which in turn relieves pain and improves circulation at the targeted area. Most researchers believe that the tape works best to reduce musculoskeletal pain, providing a safer alternative for pain relief.
The tape was developed in the 1970s by a chiropractor named Dr. Kenzo Case. He believed that using a flexible tape that laid between the skin and muscle would improve muscular firing and contraction patterns, leading to normalized muscular tone, which can help improve athletic performance. Although created in the 70s, KT tape is still a relatively new method of relief with minimal non-opinion-based information about it. This made the beginning stages of our research difficult and a challenge that we had to overcome.
Here are some pictures of us taping each other for swelling, support, and pain. The displayed procedure was sent out to all participants instructing how to properly apply the kinesiology tape to their knee. Along with written instruction, we added a video guiding them through the process of taping. For swelling, additional instructions were sent on how to properly measure their knee before and after their exercise.
For our process and procedure, we met with our mentor, Miss Moore, many times to narrow down our experiment and figure out exactly what we wanted to do. When designing our experiment, we focused on the appearance, what audience we were trying to attract, the specific measurements we wanted to use, and the way we would ultimately set up each aspect. We spent a lot of time making up questions that we could use to interview our participants as well.
After all of that, we were finally able to solidify our procedure and target audience so that we could begin creating our surveys to be sent, but this is where we ran into some issues. We had to ensure that our surveys were not only easy to understand, but would allow us to answer our overarching question. After writing 3 surveys and countless meetings, we were able to send out our questions and begin to receive data to be analyzed. When creating the surveys, we also had to think of questions that can be asked both before and after our participants completed a workout. This allowed us to ensure that our experiment could have a control, which are the questions and answers we receive pre-workout, and a treatment group, which are the questions and answers we receive post-workout. The results from both sets of surveys would be compared, which in turn will be how we draw our final conclusions.
Each of the graphs represents swelling, pain, and support. Based off of our dissection of the graphs, we came to the realization that most of the results are inconclusive. About 50% of the participants see a difference and the other 50% does not.
We received many of the same responses from our participants, which allowed us to come to our conclusion. However, we began to realize that from that data, we wouldn't be able to establish a concrete answer to our question, but rather another opinion with an experiment and data from our participants to back up that conclusion.
Finally, after conducting research on kinesiology tape for several months, we determined that the effectiveness of the tape is inconclusive, and this result is supported by the data we gathered. During interviews, half of our participants expressed that the tape works and half reported that it made no difference at all. We also believe that the tape is more effective on swelling than it is on pain and support, based on the results we've drawn and conversations we've had with our participants following the study. Thank you.